Welcome in our first video of organic chemistry lecture. On the Google Classroom, previously I was uploaded some effect, that is the inductive effect, resonance effect, hyperconjugation effect, hydrogen bonding. Yes, it's also known as the van der Waals force of attraction, steric hindrance, and field effect. Of course, those are the 6 effects which completely and constantly correlate with the organic chemistry and their reactions. Friends, when we proceed for any organic reaction and their mechanism, so all those effects are so much important to forming the product, and therefore the general introductory part I had sent with the help of PDF notes. But in our CH150, the effect is removed now, and the topic is started from the aromaticity. Aromaticity, and when we study or read regarding to the aromaticity, we realize that aromaticity, and we just remember and recall one molecule, that is the benzene, and we directly say yes, benzene is the aromatic in nature. Of course friends, benzene is aromatic in nature, but not only benzene, so many molecules are aromatic in nature. And how we are identified, those molecules are aromatic in nature, and that identification method that we will be studied in our this topic, that is the aromaticity. So friend, aromatic compound like a hydrocarbon, aromatic compound we also evolved from the petroleum industries. When we extract the petroleum product, in that product the aromatic compound is also present. How we find out those compounds are aromatic and those are non-aromatic in nature? The aromatic compound having a specific smell, having an aroma, and those having an aroma, therefore that compound is labeled as the aromatic compound. Okay. Now the next question which arises in our mind, that how we are identified the aromatic compound. Of course friend, aromatic compound are identified by using the proper rules, and one rule is very important, that is the Haeckel's rule, and the scientist Haeckel was specified the criteria for aromatic compound. Let's start the aromaticity of the given compound. This is our first lecture, and this is our first topic in which we will be discuss about the aromaticity of the compound and their criteria, which based on the Haeckel's rule. Okay friend, let's start. The aromatic compound is classified into three parts. The first part is aromatic compound. Second one is anti-aromatic compounds, and third one is non-aromatic compounds. Okay. So friends, those are the compounds which are classified into three parts. First one is aromatic, second one is anti-aromatic, and third one is non-aromatic compounds. Now this aromatic compound is also classified into three parts. The first one is quasi or pseudo. As you know that pseudo means the false. Yeah, quasi or pseudo aromatic compound. Then second one is homoaromatic compound, and third one is heteroaromatic compound. In homoaromatic compounds, specially we are studied about the benzenoids compounds. Benzene and benzene related compounds. In heteroaromatic compounds, we will be studied the heteroatoms. Are you remember some? Yeah, that is the pyridine and pyrrole and pyrimidine, aziridine, such a type of the molecule which contain the heteroatom in their structure like nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, etc. Such a molecule is known as the heteroaromatic compound. In this case, homoaromatic, are you remember some example? Yeah, the first example is benzene, then second one is yes, which one? Heptadene. Third one is naphthalene. When two benzene ring is attached to each other to form the naphthalene, and such a type of the compound are considered in the head of homoaromatic compound. I hope you are understand. Those are the classification of the compounds come under the head of aromatic, anti-aromatic, non-aromatic. Now friends, we are discuss on the particular head for the aromatic compound, anti-aromatic and non-aromatic. So let's start the first discussion on aromatic compounds. Previously, I was told to you that aromatic compound is the compound which having a specific aroma, means which having a smell, and that is the preliminary state of the aromatic compound. Now, Haeckel's, who was the eminent scientist who was given some the criteria and rules for the classification of the aromatic compound, and which are that rules we will be discussed one by one. The Haeckel's rule told us that the first point which is very important, that the compound should be cyclic in nature. So friend, when we draw so many molecule, organic molecule, but the first criteria for that molecule is that the compound should be aromatic in nature, means cyclic in nature. That's very important. Suppose I just draw here one compound. This is cyclic in nature. All the bond pack with each other. But whether it is aromatic, no. There is a second criteria. The criteria for that cyclic compound is compound should be in conjugation. Conjugation means what? There should be pi bond and pi bond should be in conjugation. This is the second criteria for the molecule. Now next thing is also very important, that is the planar. The given cyclic conjugated system which are planar in nature. Planar means what? The planarity should not be disturbed. Suppose there is some twist boat form compound, compound or boat form of the compound that is not planar in nature, and therefore the non-planar compound can disturb the localization of pi electron around the system, and therefore this criteria is very important for the aromaticity, that is the planar in nature. The next one is compound should follow the 4n plus 2 pi electron system. 4n plus 2 pi electron system. Now, where n is equal to, it may be 0, it may be 1, it may be 2, and so on. And when the compound or the pi electron system follow this rule, such a type of the compound is considered for the aromatic in nature. And when friends the compound get aromatic and those conditions are satisfied, obviously then compound which is very stable in nature, very stable, because due to conjugation the molecular got the super stability, and this stability cannot be disturb the molecule, and so the aromatic compound are stable in nature, and this stability is created due to the diamagnetic ring current, because the because these pi electron are delocalized continuously in the among the site, among the particular area, and therefore what happened, the ring current can be created, and this ring current which is diamagnetic in nature of course, and therefore those are the criteria for the aromatic compound. So any system which follows those criteria, that system is follow the Huckel's rule, and those system or that molecule are known as the aromatic compound. Okay. Now friend, I just discuss with you one example, that is the benzene. Okay. Now look here, in benzene molecule there is the 3 pi electron. Okay. How many? 3 pi electron, and continuously delocalization are take place, and as per the Huckel's rule, as a substitute n is equal to 0 value into this plus 2, what will be happen? Only 2 pi electron I get. Therefore, n is equal to 0, this value is not satisfied to this molecule. Here I just put n is equal to 1, therefore what happened? 4 plus 2, and this is the 6 pi electron system. Means what? For benzene molecule, we have to consider n is equal to 1, and when we putting that value into this equation, we will be get the 6 pi electron, and of course benzene ring contain the 6 pi electron, and therefore this rule can satisfy the pi electron nature conjugated system, and therefore benzene ring is aromatic in nature. When we discuss the another example, suppose I have draw the second example of benzenoids, that is the naphthalene. Look toward this. Of course, naphthalene are planar in nature, fully conjugated, yeah, and we just test whether it follows Huckel's rule or not. I write here 4n plus 2 is equal to pi electrons. How many pi electrons are present in this system? Yeah, in this system the 10 pi electrons are present, and therefore I just use n is equal to 2 here and calculate, I get 10 pi electron system. And friends, if the 10 pi electron I got here, then I just said that the naphthalene is aromatic in nature. Okay friends, so those are the criteria for aromatic compound. In our next video, we will be discuss the anti-aromatic and non-aromatic compound and their criteria. Please, you have to note down the points with the help of PDF notes and watch the video. If you have any difficulty, directly contact me on Google Classroom. Thank you.